The 6mm GT. This is my brand new gun. I picked it up literally yesterday. It has no optic on it. I'm so excited to get it in, start reloading with it. The 6mm GT, what is it?
So the 6mm GT is the modern evolution of like a 6BR, 6PPC, inherently accurate cartridges. Downfall of some of them, they're shorter.
Okay.
So they don't reliably feed out of a magazine. So the 6GT with your PRS rifle with a magazine, slightly longer base to shoulder, slightly longer neck, just that little bit extra length, more case capacity, so you could make it go faster, but it will now reliably feed out of a magazine, detachable magazine, in a bolt gun.
So Tom Jacobs and George Gardner got together and they said, we want something that'll feed reliably out of the modern magazine, and it's going to be accurate. They're going to have their speed, so they're going to get their distance. So it's all built out of necessity just to feed.
To feed, and the advantage of it, of a 6mm platform versus 6.5 or 7mm, is less recoil.
Oh, absolutely.
So, follow-up shots come quicker.
I mean, after, like, this gun right here probably weighs close to, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 pounds already, as is, heavy barrel. I mean, it's got all the components to decrease recoil, but let's talk about reloading, because most guys that get into this, you're not buying, factory-made 6GT brass, so you're gonna probably have to reload it out of necessity. So what powders should they be really gravitating towards, and is there a certain powder, H4895, that they should be looking for?
So the powders that worked for the parent cartridges, the 6PPC, 6BRs, 4895, Varget, the new Stay-Ball Match will work in there. So they're faster burning propellants. Those are all what you're going to want to be looking for. The slow burners aren't going to give you the performance, speeds that you're looking for. So it's really faster burning. Varget is an absolute go-to for one of the first powders to choose from.
So that's one of the first powders, but if I was to say, all right, Kent, give me your one powder that I've got to, give me 3 powders that I should start my trial and error process when developing my load. Which 3 would you recommend?
So I would personally recommend Varget, Stay-Ball Match, which is the temperature insensitive ball propellant in that burn speed. It's hard to really pick a third, because one of those two is usually going to do it for you. Absolutely. Much like 6.5 Creedmoor when it first came out, H4350 was the powder for it.
It still is.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Yes, you could do it with IMR 4350, you could do it with Stay-Ball 6.5, you could do it with others, but it still really shines with H4350.
Okay, so let's talk about, we've got some Stay-Ball 6.5 here. Why would you not select the Stay-Ball 6.5 for the 6GT?
It could be a good application depending on the bullet weight that you're using. So if you're using a heavier bullet weight or one of the hybrids, you might want to use the Stay-Ball 6.5 versus Varget or Match. But if you're in a lighter bullet configuration, you're going to want to go that route. So when you're strictly talking PRS, you're using it a certain way. If you also want to play around and do some varmint hunting with it, you want to go to a lighter bullet and develop a load with that to get a little more aerobatics out of your intended target.
All right, so if someone is looking to get into the PRS game, 6GT is a great round to do it, because it's going to feed reliably, highly accurate. They're going to get the distances they want out of it. But when they start to reload, what do they want to make sure, where do they find their information?
So information can be found in a number of places. One of the best places is in the new annual manual. There's 6GT data there. And our new website at hodgdonpowderco.com, the Reloading Data Center, we have even more load data available there for the 6GT.
Okay, so if you've got your new PRS gun here, like I do, and you're gonna start reloading, Stay-Ball Match and Varget is a great place to start your reloading adventure.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com. guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.